Today marks day 7 of the government shutdown after the Senate rejected both Democratic and Republican funding bills for a 5th time yesterday. The House remains out of session after Speaker Mike Johnson canceled votes, saying the chamber has done its job in passing a short-term spending bill last month and that all responsibility falls on the Senate. It's a leverage point he keeps enforcing. But in a surprise move following those failed Senate votes, President Trump indicated a willingness to negotiate with Democrats on health care policies. He writes in part, "I'm happy to work with the Democrats on their failed health care policies or anything else, but first they must allow our government to reopen." Trump doubled down in remarks to reporters.
We have a negotiation going on right now with the Democrats that could lead to very good things.
What kind of
and I'm talking about good things with regard to health care.
Are you speaking with Democratic leaders? What kind of negotiations?
Well, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. But we are speaking with the Democrats, and some very good things could happen with respect to health care.
Would you make a deal with them on the ACA subsidies?
If we made the right deal, I'd make a deal, sure.
And this is exactly what I was asking the speaker about. But Democratic congressional leaders say neither the White House nor Republicans in Congress have made any attempt to reach out to negotiate further. And Democrats continue to pin the shutdown on Trump alone.
This shutdown is all on Donald Trump's shoulders. And Americans agree, according to the polls. The speaker knows House Republicans are bitterly divided on health care. He knows a large chunk of his conference doesn't want to fix people's premiums at all. The right-wing MAGA folks. Meanwhile, some of his less extreme members feel a necessity to fix this mess. The Speaker knows these divisions in his conference are serious and deep. So what does the Speaker do with these divisions in his conference, almost irreconcilable? He ducks.
It's an interesting statement that the president has made, and I think both House and Senate Democrats are clear. We'll sit down anytime, any place with anyone from your administration, including the president, to get a resolution here.
And look, leadership is important here, but sometimes these negotiations happen outside of official leadership channels. Some Democratic senators told reporters yesterday they're seeing a bit of an effort from some of their Republican colleagues.
There continue to be a lot of bipartisan conversations with people, and I think those will continue.
Are the Republican part of the conversation sincere? Do you feel like they're offering anything, or is it illusory?
I think there's a sincere effort to try and figure out how we address the current situation.
The colleagues who are working on the health care issue we're talking about, they think they're making progress. And I was talking to Republicans about, you got to give us some assurances that if there's a deal, the White House won't blow it up on day 2.
That is an important assurance that would have to be made here. But when you talk about the Republicans and Democrats who are trying to negotiate this, these are often the names that we hear of who are trying to work in bipartisan fashion in an increasingly partisan Washington. Among them, Republican Senator Susan Collins of Maine, who says she's circulating a discussion draft of a plan to reopen the government that would include a commitment to Democrats to address these expiring ACA subsidies. She spoke to a small group of reporters yesterday and said the draft suggests that there be a conversation on the ACA extension for the premium tax credits, but after reopening the government, and that, quote, there would be a commitment to having that discussion. Democrats argue they want the subsidies addressed before reopening the government. Collins says she's circulated the draft selectively and that she has had conversations with members on both sides of the aisle. She went on to say the draft would include passing the first package of 3 full-year spending appropriations bills with a commitment to do another package of spending measures soon. Fellow Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski of Alaska told NBC News bipartisan huddles that formed on the Senate floor last week and really had all of us looking like, what's going on here? They didn't happen yesterday, but agreed with Collins' overall approach that Democrats need assurance on these ACA subsidies and that they'll be addressed after Democrats deliver the votes needed to reopen the government.